I appreciate you, man. Yeah. Hey, about defunding the police. What do you think about that? Yeah, dude.
So, bro,
Make America great again, right?
I've been called racist for having this flag.
Why?
And it's starting to piss me off.
Oh, do you ask them why?
Yeah, and then one person said 9/11. I was like, yo, what the fuck?
What?
I asked him why he hates the flag. He said 9/11. I was like, that made exactly no sense.
Well, that might be more extreme right wing. I would say that they've supported the country to the point that they would support the military, but then they think that the military got fucked over because of 9/11, and they think possibly that it was an inside job, that the U.S. did it, causing these endless wars. Um, which I've heard that theory before, and that's why I would say that guy probably would support the military, and he probably loves everybody in America. He just doesn't like the government and what they did in that moment. Um, which is definitely like way out there. I'm not gonna say it's logical because I don't really know exactly what happened there, but uh,
Just stupid to me.
and it's not logical to hate the flag for that. In my instance, it would be the people who made those decisions, not the country in general. You know what I mean? Like, so the logic is just out the window at that point. Even if you were to take it to, okay, let's say you're telling the truth, why do you still hate America? That doesn't make sense. You know what I mean?
Like, why do you hate America if you live in it?
Yeah, but hell yeah, bud. I hope you have a good night, man. Where are you from?
I'm originally from Texas.
Where at now?
I'm originally from Texas, but live in California.
California. Damn, you're out in a hotbed.
Yeah.
Well, stay strong, man. Later. Let me pull up. I should have invited him to the channel. Let him know that we're supporting him. Yo, dude.
Hello. Nice hat.
Thanks, man. Have a good night.
You too.
Yo, dude.
Hi.
Hey, what do you think about Joe Biden and Kamala Harris?
I don't know.
You think they're
They're
good?
okay.
Yeah. What do you think about Donald Trump?
I don't really like him.
Why not?
I don't know. I just think he's a dick.
Like, why?
Because he said some fucked up shit.
Like what?
A lot.
Just give me one.
Give you one?
Yeah.
He said he doesn't want black people handling his money, first of all.
When did he say that?
When did he say that? Hold on.
You know what story I heard recently?
What?
In the 80s, Donald Trump would help businesses get off the ground, and it was all kinds of people, including black people. And the way that he
Yeah.
would do it is that these people would try to go and get loans to start their businesses, and they would get denied all over the city. And they would go to Donald Trump, and Donald Trump would give them a loan and say it's interest free. Once you have the money and your business is up and going, bring the money back, and we'll call it a day. And they would say, all right, I appreciate it. They would come back, they would write him a check. As soon as they would hand it to him, he would go and rip it up or set it on fire and say, congratulations on your business. Have a good day.
He
And
said,
those
black
were
guys counting my money. I hate it. The only kind of people I want counting my money are short guys.
when did he say that?
In 1999.
And where's the quote from?
A book by John O'Donnell, former president of Trump Plaza Hotel.
That came out of
Quoted
his
Trump
book?
criticism. Huh?
That came out of his book?
Yeah.
What book?
Came out of his Trump's
Trump's move?
mouth.
Trump? No. Like, when did he say it?
When did Trump say it?
Yeah.
In 1991.
I mean, like, when though? Like, where could I find the clip or out of the radio? Or is someone
Well,
just saying,
what if there's not a clip?
well, that's an accusation then, because someone can go up and say that I was talking to you, and while we were talking, you said that I hate black people. And I'm like, whoa, why did you just say that?
Okay.
Like, I could just now write an article and say in 2021, I was on Omegle and I was talking to this girl about Donald Trump, and for some reason she just shouted out, I hate black people, and it just really made me concerned about the racism in this country.
All of black people.
But I heard you say I hate black people.
Oh.
See how that's bad when you just go off an accusation. So if there's an actual clip of it, or somebody has video recording or whatever, I'll look into that.
You can also find many clips of him being racist.
What's that?
You can also find many clips of him being racist.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Give me one.
Okay. He also said that about fucking COVID. He said it was. Oh, he also said bring back the death penalty. Bring back our police.
I don't believe in the death penalty. I don't agree with that.
He said that.
Is that racist?
It's not racist, but it's just a fucked up thing.
I mean, that's cool.
And there's video of it.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I don't support that of him. Is that okay?
It's okay. I mean, like, this whole video is him being racist.
What's he saying?
So wait. He's talking about Mexicans and how they're bringing their crime and their drugs.
Yeah, and then he says not all of them. Some of them are good people.
He said some, I assume, are good people.
Yeah. And
Exactly.
then the people who are bringing the drugs and the crime, he's talking about the cartels, because it's a very prominent thing to go through a cartel when you come here illegally.
He also mocked a disabled person.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
Have you never seen that?
What he said wasn't mocking a disabled person.
He might not have said it, but he did something.
Centurion, that's your opinion.
Is that not mocking?
No.
Why?
Because he wasn't talking about a disabled person right there. He was talking about a reporter.
Which is disabled.
Okay. You know what I look at in a president domestically? Not in what he's saying or what he's tweeting about or what he promises, because they all promise certain things, and usually none of them do anything, right? It's usually a shit president, and regardless, you got shit on both sides. It's just a big pile of shit. And Donald Trump, the only reason I liked what he did, because he was actually doing stuff. Now, what he was saying and what he was tweeting and how he acts, and whatever you want to pull out of context and whatever you want to bash him on, what I'm talking about is strictly policy and what his policy did do. I support majority. But when you bring up stuff that was on policy, I did disagree on it on certain things. So that's just basically where I stand.
So why don't you support Biden then?
Because I don't support his policy.
Why not?
Do you know what his policy is?
Kinda.
What do you know?
Not really. Kinda. Not really.
So the difference would be his policy versus Donald Trump's, and if you don't know either, let me ask you this: what's most important to you?
What?
What's most important to you?
What do you mean? For
Like,
them to do?
no, yeah,
Keep America a safe place.
a safe place.
Yeah.
And what do you think about 17 million people getting citizenship just by crossing the border? With Joe Biden, and he wants to open the border, allowing just a mass influx of people to flow in from the south.
Okay. It's not like they don't get travelers, tourists all the time.
Have you heard of the spies that we've had in the U.S. recently? Of people stealing information.
About what?
In California, military information. Chinese spies.
Okay.
So all you have to do is fly to Mexico and you can walk into the U.S. and you're in as a spy. You've heard of terrorist acts that happen overseas, right?
Yeah, terrorist attacks happen all the time.
And do you think it would be increased with a mass influx of people that we don't know about?
Probably not because of Donald Trump.
You don't think people would want to destroy America regardless of the president? Like they wanted to do.
For what reason?
Like they wanted to do in 2001 during 9/11, or when they wanted to do it during the Obama administration with the attacks all over. Or
Again, terrorist attacks happen all the time.
Or if you want to go back all the way to '89 when the first Bush was there, we were still making deals. So regardless, people don't like America, and if there's a mass influx, do you think we'll have an issue more so with terrorist acts?
Sure.
And that's not affecting the fact that your most
the
important
fact that
thing.
People think America is bad and not a good place.
The most important thing to you, you said, was security and making sure that people are safe.
Yeah.
And there's going to be more terrorists.
How do you know that?
Just based off of what you agreed to right there, the kind of situation we walked down, that there's a possibility that we can have more terrorist acts. Not saying there will be.
There's a possibility. There's also a possibility of tourists flying in, or people from fucking Canada walking across the border and doing the same thing.
Agreed.
Yeah.
But with that, it definitely lightens our security and who we know and what's coming in, correct?
What?
It lightens our security on what we know about who's coming in. Because a tourist, we know about them. They're on either a visa or they go through a tourist kind of thing.
Yeah.
So with not having to do that, it definitely lightens up the security and what we know about the people that are actually coming into the country, right?
So what's his thing? He's just gonna let a whole bunch of people in. They're not gonna have to.
Oh yeah, deportation right now is stopped for 100 days. They're going and talking about giving citizenship to all of the dreamers, which would be about 17 million people. And if you can get here before the 100 days of the deportation stop pretty much, then you're good to go. So there's massive amount of caravans coming all from South America right now, of people rushing to get to the front door, because they think that Joe Biden said that you can just come to America.
Well, if they're getting citizenship, then shouldn't they have to know something about them?
No. What if they don't have any identification?
Then you can fucking, I don't know. If you're letting them in, if they're getting a citizenship,
Yeah. But what if they don't have any papers? They have nothing to prove who they are, and they say, "I'm Joe Jack. I'm Jim Jack's son, father to Simple Jack."
they can be making shit up. Everybody makes shit up.
So do we know about them?
Huh?
You say that we know about them when we know because they're becoming citizens. No, we don't, because they can just
We
lie.
don't know about them now, but
Yeah. So
everybody,
do you see the issue?
everybody, huh?
So you see the issue?
If they don't have identification, then sure.
Why would
But
they
like,
have identification? They're coming
Huh?
from. Why would they have identification?
Why would they?
Oh, maybe some of them, but why would they need it? They're coming to America. They're gonna get identification there.
Yeah, so if they get identification there, then
Why would they need it?
yeah.
It's definitely an issue. That's my case on security. But that's foreign security. When you look at domestic, and how they are talking job loss, fracking. If they do complete fracking, it'd be 1.9 million jobs lost, and $58 billion deficit increase. So it's definitely concerning to see that people will lose their jobs. And then with the riots and the protests, there really hasn't been any press on it, but they have been going on for like the last 3 weeks. Not riots, but lots of protests still. So it's going to be interesting to see how that ramps up when the Democratic side didn't want to do anything about it the entire time, and now it's going to be starting up again.
Yeah, but like, what about the fucking Capitol storming?
The one, Capitol storming.
Yeah, what about it?
A couple broken windows. One police officer shot one of the protesters. Another 3 people died from health issues. It wasn't good.
It wasn't good.
No, but it was 1 hour, and at the same time, these people didn't support Donald Trump, obviously, because they had started breaking in while he was still giving the speech, which was a couple miles away, which is about a 20-minute walk to actually get to the Capitol from where the speech was. And while Donald Trump was still speaking, they had already started their move inside. So they obviously didn't support the president or weren't listening to him. They were acting on their own militia. So at that point, I'm not that person. I'm the person who would probably sitting there listening to Donald Trump and go down there and do it peacefully like he requested. And then once he found out about it, he told everybody to go home. And I'd probably go home because it's pretty fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I wouldn't also be the one in the streets looting and rioting. Only 6,000 new jobs. Oh my god, they were talking about the growth rate was going to be so good.
Hi.
Yeah, Trump 2020.
Dump Trump, you dick.
What? Dump Trump, you dick. Yo, dude.
Hey, bro.
Yo.
Since you're a Trump supporter, I'm gonna do this.
Dude, don't hit your
We love
dog.
Trump. We love Trump.
Don't hit your dog, dude.
It's okay. It's lovely pets. I can give you some. I love you.
I love you.
Hey, yo, that's kind of fucking gay. No, I'm joking.
AOC, yeah. Dude, that's what I said in my
You
video.
good?
What's going on?
You good?
Yeah.
Nice.
Fucking, what do you think about my hat, dude?
Make America great again. Pretty nice.
You agree?
Yeah, I agree. 2024 though?
What's that?
2024 though?
Trump?
Yeah.
All day, right?
Nah, he's gonna be too old like Biden.
You think so?
Probably. How old is he now? 76 or something like that?
Yeah. Or no,
Yeah,
he's,
he's
I,
gonna
I
be
think
too
he's
old.
72. He'll be 76.
Oh, that's not that bad then. Biden's like 80 something, right?
I think Biden is 76. He'll be 80 when he leaves office.
Damn. Old ass man, dude.
Yeah, both of them are pretty old guys. What do you think about
Dude,
Congress and term limits?
Those should probably be a thing. Probably.
You think so?
Right.
What do you think about the
Yeah.
the issue that you could have freshmen Congress people enacting things or putting things forward and not really
Oh, I didn't even know. I didn't even know about that. That's
well,
new.
like, having term limits? What would the term limit be? You know what I mean?
How many years?
Mhm.
Probably be something like a president, like go 6 years or something like that, and see if you can get another 6 twice or something like that.
Presidents
don't
go
know.
for 4
This is a
years,
long
but
time.
yeah, that's a good idea. Maybe. Well, hell yeah, brother. If you want, you can follow up on the YouTube.
All right. But
Cool. I hope you have a good
Hey.
night, man.
you too, man. See you later.
Yeah, dude.
Hey,
Mark,
What's going on,
make
guys?
America
America black again.
Make it black again?
Make America. What does it say? Make America black.
You like that?
Make America black again.
Yeah. Why not?
When has it been great? Whenever there were slaves.
No, it's great right now.
But it says make America great again. So when was the greatness?
When we freed slaves. Was that not great? When we enacted the Constitution. Was that great? When we set up a system that's now one of the greatest in the world. When we fought back and won our religious freedom. We were the third country in the world to free slaves. That's a great time. When we stopped segregation.
Is your name Ryan?
No. When we gave women the right to vote. That was a great moment in our nation.
Okay, so how do you feel about building the wall?
Do you have a wall around your house? Your backyard?
No,
You don't?
no.
If you did, would you say that's a bad thing?
If I did, obviously not, because it was my decision. So.
Well, I'm asking, like, let's say you did. Why would you have a wall?
So you do support it.
To support what?
The wall.
No, I'm saying, why would you have a wall around your backyard, around your house? Or why do you have a front door?
It's in my room.
What's
Wait,
that?
so how do you feel about the wall?
Well, I'm asking a question. Like, do you guys have walls, and do you support that kind of wall?
That is not the same.
Well, why do you have it?
A wall
We
in my
wouldn't have a
house
wall.
Why would you have a front door
for
then?
privacy.
Yeah,
So no one will
or
see
not
us.
for privacy.
So
Privacy
no one
is
will see us
to keep
naked.
people out. So if you want to keep people out, that's the general sense of it. It's just to keep people out.
So how do you feel about white people going to Mexico, but they don't want them here? Isn't that kind of hypocritical?
No, we go to Mexico, and we do it legally, and people from Mexico can
You're
come
a
here.
colonizer, bruh. Imagine we
They
would
can
have said
come here
stop them
legally.
shit.
They can come here legally.
Imagine we would have
I'm
said
saying
stop them
breaking the
shits.
law is
You're a
breaking the
colonizer.
law.
Who made it legal? Y'all did.
Breaking the law is breaking the law. So regardless, you can come here
So
from
where
Mexico
where did you
legally,
come
and
from?
you're being racist
Where,
by saying you can't.
where did you come from? England, Europe?
Good question.
Good question. What?
Good question. I
Where'd
don't
you
know.
come from?
Where do you come from?
I have no idea.
What?
Like, where am I living right now?
What are you?
I'm white. I don't know.
Are
So
you
there's no
European?
culture. There's no.
I couldn't tell you.
Wow, you should try to learn about yourself.
Like where you came from and stuff, like your history.
That would
Stuff
probably
that
be
you
a
have
good
Your
right now.
idea.
ethnicity.
Probably be a good idea, but what does that have to do with a wall?
So what makes you empowered to say that you're legal and someone's not?
Because I'm a citizen
That's
of the
exactly
U.S.
what it's.
You said what?
I'm a citizen of the U.S.
What makes you citizen?
I have citizenship in the U.S. I have a social
But what
security
makes you
card and a
have
birth
that?
certificate.
What makes you think that that's? How do you feel about Mexicans?
What'd you say?
How do you feel about Mexicans?
Oh, I love Mexican people. My ex-girlfriend was Mexican. Her family actually came from Cortez. Her mother's mother was a birth lady that basically the tribe would all go and birth with her. So her family's pretty spread out, but her family is super cool. Their culture is super awesome. Really good at cooking. Very respectful people and very family based, which is my favorite thing about them. Is if you look at any Hispanic culture or person that you know, they're very close to their family, which is a good thing with any culture, I would say. And that's a positive that I noticed that's still prominent in most Hispanic families, and it's dying off in black community, white community. The Asian community is still pretty close, but it's also spread out. So it's, they keep in contact, but they're not as close to each other. If that makes sense.
How do you feel about the new gun control law they're trying to do?
It's ridiculous.
Why do you say that?
Because we have a Second Amendment.
Okay, but do you realize the main reason why they're doing the gun control is because all you colonizers keep shooting up schools and stuff, movie theaters, malls, churches.
And what about the people who are shooting the people who do that? What? Let me ask you this: what comes first?
Like
If you
what, any
order
other-
food from Uber Eats, or if you call the cops right now, what comes first?
What was I even telling him? Because I forgot.
The point is,
The cops.
so you can.
No, that's what he said.
The cops would not come first. Your food would be there.
Yeah, the gun control. That's the reason why. Because you guys keep shooting up schools and
No,
malls and
the
churches and
difference.
stuff,
What
and
I'm saying is
that's the reason. And you said, "Oh, what about
the difference. What I'm saying is there's no protection for yourself if you take away someone's gun, and the rule that they're trying to enact would make you pay insurance for your gun. So you're gonna charge somebody to protect themselves. Now let's take it to the
So
point
about all
of
those-
the people who live in
So
rural
what about
areas
those school,
who, if
the school shooters?
there was a tweet that came
About
out
the
that Tim
school-
Pool always brings up, and he says, imagine the guy that I seen on Twitter, and he says on Twitter, and he gets completely thrashed for saying it, but he says, what if a bunch of wild hogs come running up on my yard? What the fuck am I supposed to do then? And everybody starts cracking up, and they're like, why the fuck would hogs? And you're freaking bombastic, you're crazy. But the fact is where he lives, that is the issue, and he doesn't have a gun. His dogs, his family, his house will be attacked, and he can't protect himself from wild animals as well. And you might live in a city, so you might not recognize that, but the fact is people don't just use guns to go and shoot up schools and shoot up
Yeah, they
churches,
do.
like you're
That's why it's
saying.
been happening.
It's a very small
That's what's
statistic
been
of that
happening.
actually happening,
They
and
just
it's
get-
usually due to mental
No, they-
issues.
they
Now, if you
buy
want
it.
to talk into mental issues and owning a gun,
Okay, so bringing up mental issues, how come is it only you Caucasian people only have mental illnesses?
you Caucasian people only have mental illnesses.
Yeah, because ever since I've been growing up, every time a black
Sounds pretty
person has done
racist.
something, they're ghetto. If a white person does it, they're mentally ill. Why do they get the mentally ill pass?
Sounds pretty racist.
It sounds pretty proven.
Where's your facts, bud?
Facts.
Because of your experience,
Look
you're
at all the
telling me
news.
that all white people get you
Look
sick.
at all the news. Look at all the news. Why do they come out alive, but a black person sleeping at their house gets shot for no
Oh
reason?
my god, man. All right, so your
Exactly.
anecdotal experience tells you that all white people are bad because they all have mental issues.
But you're just saying you don't want Mexicans here because they're criminals and stuff.
No, I said I don't want people coming here illegally. I never said anything about Mexicans. Not only people come illegally are just Mexicans. That's racist also.
Who are?
That
Where
you're
do you?
putting
where do
them
you
that
come
they're
from?
just Mexican people that are
You
hopping the
don't know
border.
me.
That's pretty fucked up.
Where do you
To
come?
put
Where
everybody
did
in
you
a
come
group and say that they're the only ones breaking the law. I didn't say any group. I said people coming here illegally. So don't put words in my mouth because that's pretty racist to say that only Mexican people are coming here illegally.
You're pretty racist. How you don't want Hispanics and Mexicans here?
What? I didn't say I
What
didn't
makes
want
you think
Mexicans
you're
here.
better because of your skin color?
What?
What makes you think you're better because of your skin color?
I never said that I was better. When did you
But you're saying that
hear
you're
me
legal,
say that
they're
I
not
was
illegal.
better?
What makes you legal and what makes other people illegal?
We walked through this my citizenship.
And what makes you have a citizenship? Where did you come from?
From America.
No,
No, we talked through this. He doesn't know.
He doesn't know where he's from.
I'm from here. If you want to say where I was born and where my citizenship's from.
No. Where did you come from?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't even know where he's from. Like, literally all the chimpanzees are like that. They don't know where they're from. They don't know history. They don't know nothing.
They just know Trump.
They just know Trump.
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 Look, he's doing it.
got
Trump.
all happy.
Trump.
Look-
Trump.
Hey, keep it going. Keep it going.
Oh my god. Trump. 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 Trump.